I asked the organizer to change the topic of my talk. Originally, I was just asked to talk about AI in programming. Then I asked to change it so that I talk about AI in programming. It's like having a personal assistant who can read your mind, except it's actually useful. It's actually a bit tongue in the cheek, but I'd like to make it a bit interesting because what's happening is really very, very exciting. It's to use AI in programming. Okay, so I must admit the AI I work with is like having a mind-reading assistant that understands my every whim. It's as I've discovered the secret to having a team member who can anticipate my needs and execute tasks flawlessly. This technology wizardry takes care of the nitty-gritty details, allowing me to focus on the grand tapestry of creativity. It's like having a personal genie, granting me more time to express my imaginative brilliance. And I just want to comment on this. Some people would say it's not imaginative, but imagining brilliance. I'm not imagining brilliance, I'm talking about using my imagination in the work that I do. Okay, so today, I'm inviting you all to join me in this whimsical journey as we explore how AI can unleash our creative powers, revolutionize the way we work with software. Let's embark on this magical adventure together. Let me go to slide 2. Okay, what am I going to talk about today? First, the current state of AI in software is like having a useful assistant who is in some respects very clever and in other respects very stupid. If used wisely, it's just an amazing tool to make the human programmer just significantly more effective and productive. I will give examples demonstrating how clever the AI is. I will give examples of how stupid it is. In short, it's like someone with lots of detailed knowledge, but who does not understand the big picture. The long and short of the pitfall in AI in software is really 2 main points. If you expect the AI to replace everything, then the human programmer can do, you're going to be let down. Secondly, if you ignore AI and want to do programming without it, you will be left behind. To be effective and competitive, you have to embrace the technology. In the near term, AI in programming is likely to continue its rapid advancements. We can expect more intelligent code generation tools that understand context and developer intent, leading to increased productivity. Looking ahead, the long-term future of AI in programming is filled with possibilities and potential challenges. It's conceivable that AI could contribute to the creation of self-writing programs or generate entire software systems with minimal human intervention. However, ethical consideration and the need for human oversight and control will remain paramount. Striking a balance between human ingenuity and AI assistance will be crucial to ensure the development of secure, reliable, and ethical software systems. Okay, let's talk about the current state of AI in programming. Think of alpha code of a proof of concept of what AI in programming can do, but it's not really useful for a programmer making a commercial application. Then ChatGPT and GitHub Copilot are examples of AI that can support a human programmer and are often amazingly but oftentimes make stupid mistakes. DeepMind's AlphaCode is an AI system that can write computer programs at a competitive level. It can solve novel problems that require a combination of critical thinking, logic algorithm, coding, and natural language understanding. AlphaCode was evaluated on 10% of Codeforce's contests that were newer than its training data. It achieved an estimated rank within the top 54% of participants, making the first time an AI code generation system has reached a competitive level of performance in programming competitions. Codeforces is a project joining people interested in and taking part in programming contests. These challenges are different from the sort of task a coder might face while making, say, a commercial app. They're more self-contained and require a wider knowledge of both algorithms and theoretical concepts in computer science. Think of them as very specialized puzzles that combine logic, maths, and coding expertise. ChatGPT is not primarily for assisting human programmers, but it certainly has amazing software skills to assist the programmer. For example, a human can specify what is required and then ask ChatGPT to write a program to do this. GitHub Copilot is specifically a tool to assist a human programmer. GitHub Copilot requires a paid subscription and it specifically targets professional programmers. Then I just want to read from the slide. Keep in mind that this is a subset. There are many more, but it represents 3 different classes of AI and software, with the selected 3 not necessarily a bad choice for each one of the 3 classes. The AlphaCode is a specific generating code programs on a competitive level, but not useful for commercial application. ChatGPT is a general AI application that can also do coding, and GitHub Copilot is an example of a AI that specifically is developed for programmers. Okay, current state of AI in programming. Second slide on this topic. I want to use an analogy of a gardener with a keen but imperfect helper. Expert human programmers can harness the power of AI tools to enhance their productivity and effectiveness, explore the collaboration between human programmers and AI, and using the metaphor of the gardener and her assistant to illustrate how AI can be utilized to achieve remarkable results in the world of programming. The gardener's expertise and the keen helper limitations. Our gardener is a seasoned professional who possesses profound knowledge and experience. She knows exactly what needs to be done and how to execute tasks effectively. However, she occasionally falls victim of laziness, leading her to seek the assistance of a keen but imperfect helper. The helper, enthusiastic, often commits blunders that can ruin the garden. This mirrors AI tools used by human programmers, which, while capable of executing tasks swiftly, may lack the nuanced understanding and context necessary for flawless execution tasks swiftly. The helper's mistakes highlight the limitations of AI and the potential challenges that programmers may encounter when relying solely on its capabilities. Supervision and collaboration. To ensure a fruitful outcome, the gardener must provide clear instructions for her helper, offering detailed guidance on what needs to be accomplished. Similarly, expert human programmers should actively supervise and guide the AI tools they employ. By explicitly communicating their goals, preferences, and requirements, programmers can bridge a gap between human expertise and AI capabilities. Supervision and collaboration empower programmers to oversee the execution of complex programming tasks, allowing them to catch errors, rectify misunderstandings, optimize the overall process. The Gardener's active involvement highlights the importance of human programmers, maintaining control and providing essential oversight to the AI tools, thereby mitigating potential pitfalls and enhancing final results. In this collaborative partnership, AI tool serves as a Gardener's intelligent helper. AI algorithms possess tremendous computational power and can swiftly analyze vast amounts of data, identify patterns, and generate solutions. With the assistance, human programmers can expedite the work, automate repetitive tasks, and gain insights that may not be readily apparent to them. The Gardener's keen helper, while prone to making mistakes, reflects the imperfect nature of AI. However, as a Gardener supervises a helper, correcting errors and offering guidance, the quality of the collaboration improves over time. Similarly, human programmers can enhance the capabilities of AI tools by refining and calibrating them through continuous learning and feedback. The symbiotic relationship between human programmers and AI tools holds immense potential. As programmers communicate their desired outcomes and provide precise instructions, AI tools can assist in tasks such as code generation, debugging, and optimization. The collaboration allows programmers to focus on higher-level tasks, such as architectural design, problem-solving, and creative exploration, while the AI tools handle more mundane aspects of programming. The collaboration between human programmers and AI tools has a potential to revolutionize the field of programming. As AI technology continues to evolve, programmers can expect more sophisticated tools that can adapt to specific programming styles, understanding complex contexts, and provide intelligent suggestions. Moreover, the growing availability of large-scale pre-trained models, combined with a continuous improvement of AI algorithms, enables programmers to benefit from the collective knowledge and experience encapsulating within these models. By leveraging AI's vast capabilities and fine-tuning them with human expertise, programmers can embark on a journey of exploration and innovation that transcends individual capabilities. The metaphor of a gardener and a keen helper offers valuable insights into how human programmers can leverage AI tools to enhance effectiveness. By actively supervising and collaborating with AI, programmers can exploit its computational power while mitigating the limitations and potential pitfalls. Through effective communication, instruction, and oversight, human programmers can harness AI's potential to automate repetitive tasks, expedite processes, and gain valuable insights. As a collaboration between human programmers and AI tools matures, we enter a new era of programming where the collective power of human ingenuity and AI capabilities drives innovation, propels discovery, and shapes the future technology. Just as a gardener and her helper transform the garden into a flourishing masterpiece, human programmers and AI have the potential to create a harmonious symphony of code, fostering a world where software development becomes increasingly effective, creative, and impactful. Let's move on. The pitfalls of AI in programming. In the ever-evolving world of programming, artificial intelligence has emerged as a powerful tool. However, like any other technology, comes with its fair share of pitfalls. While some may be tempted to dismiss AI due to these challenges, it's important to remember that staying in bed also has its drawbacks. After all, life is full of missed opportunities. In this, we will explore the pitfalls of AI in programming, highlight the importance of acknowledging them without shying away from the immense potential it offers. The first significant pitfall is expecting too much. AI has raised our expectation to astronomical heights. We often fantasize about having personal AI assistant that can write flawless code, fix all bugs, and predict future trends. However, it's crucial to remember that AI, despite its prowess, is not infallible. Expecting it to perform miracles without human intervention is like hoping to find a unicorn in your backyard. Embracing AI's capabilities while understanding its limitations is a key to utilizing potential effectively. But the main disadvantage of AI in programming is to not use it. It's like there are so many pitfalls out there in the world. I'm staying in bed. Just as venturing out into the world exposes us to countless pitfalls, refusing to embrace AI in programming is akin to staying in bed and missing out on life. It's true that pitfalls exist in the realm of AI, from biased algorithms and data privacy concerns. However, if we let fear consume us, we'll never experience the excitement of innovation and progress. Rather than hiding under the cover, it's essential to address these pitfalls head-on, striving for responsible AI developments, leveraging its benefits to enhance our programming capabilities. This part of the talk, I'm just going to go through a number of practical examples of how to use AI in software. And I just want to ask the organizer, because the previous speakers, I went a little bit over their time, so I started a bit late. But I think after we've done one or two of the examples, the key message that I wanted to convey is probably conveyed. So you're welcome to stop me short of my allocated time to stay with you. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. You've still got 5 minutes.
Okay.
I think you should go ahead, because these are the really interesting.
Fantastic. So let me go on for 5 minutes, and then you can just prompt me and say that you want to move on. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So the first example is I used ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT, please write the HTML code for a simple web page that uses a form to be filled in by the user. That's a prompt to ChatGPT. And there it came back with the HTML code. I don't expect many of the audience to understand HTML coding, but it is in there, and in ChatGPT did that. But not only the code, it also gave the explanation of the code. This is copied from the response of the ChatGPT. In the code above, we have a basic HTML structure with a title and a heading, etc. I'm not going to go through the detailed description, but I mean the coder can now look at the code and look at the description of the code, and then running it. It's a simple form, but looking at it as a web page, you can see there's a simple form with a name, email, and a message. and the submit button. So this was done entirely by the ChatGPT, no intervention by me or any other programmer. Next example that I'm going to use is to use a Conway game of life. Conway game of life is a very important initial example of the initial work in emergence of complexity, the complexity science. So this Conway game of life has some simple rules. It's just on a grid where any live cell with 2 or 3 live neighbors survives. Any dead cell with 3 live neighbors becomes a live cell, and then all other live cells die in the next generation. Similarly, all dead cells stay dead. So these are the rules of the game. So it's very simple rules. Okay, so what I did was, this is just a Wikipedia entrance on Conway's game of life. I just want to play this one. You can see there on the screen there, it is on from the Wikipedia game. It shows how the 3 simple rules that was given there, it generates these nice patterns. Okay, so I went to ChatGPT with a simple prompt. Please write a Python code to demonstrate Conway's game of life. So there it came up with the Python code. Completely on its own. I did not contribute anything to this. It's a completely generated by ChatGPT. Okay, and when I run this ChatGPT in Python, comes up with that. So let me just play this video. So this is the result of the Python code that ChatGPT generated based on that simple prompt. Example 3. Learn to program in Python. I prompted ChatGPT with, I want to learn to program in Python. Please explain basic programming using Python to me, and then give me the code of a simple Python program to me. So this is a prompt I gave to ChatGPT. And then it came up with explaining simple Python programming, starting with variables and data types and control flow functions. Those are the very basics of any programming language, but in this specific case, it's using Python as an example. Explaining it, and then it gave the simple programs, how to implement those concepts in Python. There's a control flow example. There's a functions example. And there's a simple example putting all the above together. And if you run that in Python, it works. The second example, the next example is deep learning model building, training, and prediction. So this is a fairly complex task. So I prompt ChatGPT with simple prompt. Okay, I do have a bit of background in deep learning model building, so I had to be a little bit more specific in my prompt, but still, I only prompted it with, please show me a very simple Python using H2O program of deep learning model building, training, and predicting using data that's available on the internet. So that was a prompt to ChatGPT. So it came up with the Python program. It came up with the URL of the web page where you could find the data for demonstrating the deep learning model building and training. And see there, it uses a IRIS data set, and I'll talk about this. Just say one thing about it. Okay, there was an answer of, gave the program, it also explained it. Certainly, here is a simple example, blah, blah, blah. Not going to go through ChatGPT's full answer, but it gave the program and it also explained how the program works. But in the program, I saw it use the IRIS data set. So I just asked it, please explain the IRIS data set. So it came up and it gave me the explanation. It's flower. And in the flower, there's a number of samples with the sepal length and sepal width and petal length and petal width of each specific sample of a flower is given. And then it's also given what type of iris it is. There's 3 classes, Iris setosa, Iris versicolor, and Iris virginica. And down at the bottom, you can see the example of how the data set is laid out. It's a sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width, and class. If we go on, there's just photos of the different iris, types of irises, and showing the petal and sepal. And I ran the deep learning model training. This is, you can see at the bottom there, it went through a number of iterations to build a model to be able to predict unknown samples of irises. Okay, just to go back, when I went to ChatGPT, ChatGPT came back with the answer. No, sorry. I missed it out. The original program, it worked properly, but it just displayed the results on the screen. And I wanted to have a copy so that I can look at the test data and the training data and the predictions on in Excel. And so I know they're using CSV files to read and write data. So I just ask ChatGPT to change the code so that I can look at it in Excel.
Mr. Steenekamp, I think we
okay,
there.
Good.
Thank you very much indeed. That was fascinating. It shows us another use for ChatGPT, which people wouldn't be aware of. And it is quite impressive that it can do that without error. But when you ask it to write something, it has errors in it.
Yes, but you stopped me just in time, because it does make some significant programming errors as well. I started off with the success stories.
Oh, did you? Oh,
yeah, but that's quite fine that you stopped me beforehand. So in the follow-up examples, there were cases where ChatGPT just didn't understand the question properly, and it made grave mistakes. So
right.
it's not coming up with good answers all the time.
Oh, I see. Right. That's quite important. Right. So the human intervention is very important, and the human programmer remains very important.
Absolutely. It's really allowing the humans to focus on the tasks that is more creative.
Right. Yes. Thank you very much, Pieter.